Welcome to Factorio Train Megabase. My name is Nilaus, so this is episode 54 of our Let's Play. Today we are not have any dedicated things that we want to build, because we have actually built all the things that we think we need. So what we will do is figure out what things are not actually working the way we want, and then maybe supplement with additional. The first thing I want to take a look at is obviously here. So this is looking good. It's using 1.3 science packs per minute. That's not so great in my opinion, honestly. I don't particularly like that. The reason why I'm not so big a fan of it is that it means it is the absolute theoretical maximum that the base can perform. So by providing these full belts all the time, which means that over time, if just a single one isn't fully producing, like now, this one is not, just this one, that means we will never be able to reach that theoretical maximum. So I think it might be better to just dial down the expectations to maybe like 1.2, and then at the 1.2 go, all right, can we then maintain it at 1.2? Because otherwise everything here is going to be running 100% all the time, and if it's not running 100%, then it's going to be falling behind. And that's especially true when it comes to stuff like that one, which right now it's dead again. And I just can't get more in because I'm only getting 400 in. So that's, yeah, it's pretty much nothing. Yeah, I'll put one of these in here, not that it really matters. So one thing I want to do is, I want to see, this is speed crafting, research speed 23.45, and I have, how many do I have here? I have 60. Oh, what an even number, odd number I was about to say. No solar panels found in network, really weird as well. All right, so I will consume one of each product every 60 seconds. That's kind of how it goes. But I have 23.45 crafting speed. One every 60 seconds is because that's the normal speed of each research. And then I'll have 60 of these. That means I'm consuming 23.45 every second. And 23.45 is more than half a belt. That means this one will consume everything that comes in without doubt. And if I was to, let's say, divide by 60 and multiply by, how much is on the line? 8? What? Sorry. 8, yeah. Multiply by 52, that would consume 20. And 20 times 60, that would be 1219. Yeah. Okay. So what I could do really easily is simply just take this one out. If I just take these out, then I am scaling the whole thing according to 100 sorry. Then I'm scaling the science consumption. Yeah, the science consumption will then be scaled to 1200 per minute. And I'm going to do that. I think that, I like that. Yeah. Okay. Get that in. So what this means now is that we will see a gradual decline. Here, that will just, the funny thing is when you zoom in, it flickers intently. Where we have this, they are now still at 1.3, but if I go down here, you can see that it is now scaled down to 1.2. I want this to be at 1.2, and you can see this is, I was about to say that's the purple science, but in what world would the purple line be the purple science? That would just make too much sense. No, that doesn't make sense. So that's the logistic science pack. I have no clue which one that is. That's the green one. Green. That's just because you're full, right? It's, no, you're unable to produce it. Why are you not producing it? It was lacking a green circuit. Ouch. 16,000. Okay, fine. We'll go down here and we'll help it. We'll just request a bit more. Building up a larger internal buffer. I did not expect that would be necessary, but that's what you want. Or if that's what you need, you're gonna get it. Funny how green circuits would not. And I'm just, honestly, I'm just gonna stand here and just try to figure out where we have some issues. This one is completely idle. That's great. Until, and also how much do we have here? We have 57,000, so that's nice. The blue is idle. What an odd and strange world we live in, where the blue circuits are idle. You know, I think I'm gonna fix, and use the word fix in a, this is one of the most congested locations, and I'm just crossing the tracks all the time. Green, go. How about if I took something like this and placed it down here? This one would be 2. Now obviously, we do our balancer. We don't need it on the side. There. So that's basically means that since I can only get 400 in from each train, then it's gonna be strained to keep getting more in here. However, if I have 2 of those, then maybe I can schedule more trains to hit that. It seems to me that multiple trains to one location. Oof, that was a killer couple coming by. Yeah, so, and then it's out because each of these consume 3 low density structures. That's just too much. Too much indeed. Let's see. So let's have a look at our new improvement to see if that helps in any way. That one is coming in. It will probably run out of low density structures, but then we just built more low density. See, yellow is not working. Low density is, surprise, surprise, not working. Because everything here just consumes way too much low density. How about our production now? So it's just slowly scaling down. Our concern though is, can we, utility science, how much is that going to be a bottleneck soon? Because this one now needs to go up to 8. Let's look at our science input thing here. Where are you? You are over on this side. How much we got? We are 6.5 plus 6.5. So far it's still going, and I just dialed down the consumption by a bit. So we should be able to get this to 8,000 soon enough. But if we also look at it here, okay, so that means we need more locations with low density structures. That's pretty simple. That one is those 2 are actually locations that should never have been, hold on. It really shouldn't have. But I can also do that one. So let's do this one. Where did we get? We had this one. Is it good? This one. That should be good. And I'll take this here. This location, I will mark it as low density. And I probably should build one more, because when you build one, it just doesn't have an impact. So just build more. I know I'm gonna throw some one of these will probably have a random, yeah, there's some random stuff here. Also low density, so it's going to be 5 and 6. Yep. Why are they... They're not coming in, even though there should be plenty of those in Logistics Network. So let's move over there and just help it out. Because that's also... that one could be taken away. But I don't bother with that kind of cleanup. It's... Oh, that's dangerous. Everything here is goddamn dangerous. Oof. Blue circuits are working. Let me just figure out how far up I was up there. So I definitely need to go up at this point. Ah, this is so crowded. Just run. Run, 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 run. Let's build some more. We are past 1,000 rockets. That's a okay place to be. And then we go up here. See why they can't build those damn things here. Boom. This one will be 5, I think. We'll just go with 5 and then hope that it works. Five. Right. Got it. Is there anything else? Yeah, looking good. And now I'll take the next one, which will be straight over here. Go. Are they... Yeah, okay, so they're full. So as long as they're full, then that's really not a concern. And look at all of this not being placed. I'm gonna make this number 6. We will find many things that are just woefully underscaled. And maybe this one will draw steel or copper into trouble. There, 6. Good stuff. And what about these? Still have 950 in storage. Okay, I guess we have scaled all of those up to 1,000, which is nice. I mean, the fact that we still have 950 in storage means that that's actually... That should be stalling soon, right? This one's working, and at this point, I'm just gonna see what these are. Just for my own interest. Yeah, 1K. That's perfectly fine. If I set them to 1K, then it'll certainly be enough. Alright, this one is working. It's only waiting for inbound. That's okay. What? Oh, there we go. I must have accidentally hit Alt-E for some reason while just mucking about with shortcuts. Alright, let's go back. Let's try to get back into safety. That's the other one. Is anything inbound? It's still the copper that's gonna be the big issue. We are still... This one? It's just slowly filling out. So it's basically we did like round the clock, and now it's moving all the way over. All of this thing here is just filled out perfectly. Nice. All the way in or out. So only thing missing is now this part. That one is... Oh, no. Wow. Vertical branch. Is this correct? Is this correct? Yes. That's a good way of seeing it, since it's going round the clock here with the sequence that we put it in. Then all we need is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks, and then actually the concrete nightmare is over. You coming? Yeah, you are. You're 24? Yeah. Alright, let's go further in and just see when... It's going to be a bit of a latency on actually firing it up. Or it'll take some time before it actually makes a difference. First it will dip the copper, the plastic, the steel. So I can do, oh dear, that's not great. Why are we doing this? Or why is this one so awful? Which one is it? Oh, it's that one. That is unfortunately the case. I think I've crammed too many trains in here. There's 4 of these, and I have 5 trains. I think there's 4 of those stations here. And I have 5, yeah. So there's just a bit too many trains. So when that blocks, it's just accepted. Now if I go over here, then that's exactly where I want to be. Yep. So this is the one. All right. How is that's still very empty? Oh well. How about this one? It's now almost ready to send out another one. And let's see, do we see any warnings about not getting any? Nope. And our production, it has some interesting minus spikes here. See, I can't see the last spike, but I can see that there was one. They're usually coming 1, 2. So maybe it'll come back again now. Let's go in here. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm just looking. Everything is flowing. Good, great. My guess would be that when you see some kind of rhythm, it's usually this one that's the culprit. Although, if I look at it, it's only minus 5.5 out of 24, so it's actually 18,500 stockpile here. What's interesting then is the other ones. This one is at minus 10, so it still has 14,000. This one is at minus 13, so it still has 11,000. That's actually not that bad. It actually seems like we might be... And this one is now inbound. It might actually be, I mean, dare I say stockpiling? Dare I say? Oh, there. Oh, those are just the flickers here. I did get one of those. Maybe it's just an artifact of this, but if I look at this one, then that's 1 minute. It's 0.3 minutes ago. That means it should be on this one, and I can't see it for the last minute. Now let's look at production graphs. There are 2 reasons why they can dip. Logistics science is probably dipping because it's unable to get low density structures. This one, production science, is dipping. Let's figure out why that's dipping. That shouldn't be dipping, but it's dipping because either the stone is not coming in fast enough or the steel is not coming in fast enough. Those are the only 2 reasons it should ever dip. And that's difficult because these belts are being consumed at pretty much 90 per second, which means they have to just be fully compacted all the time, everywhere. And that's a bit of a stretch. But it's, yeah, and you can see here, just like that. How many? Come on, get in there. And then this one dies down. It dies down shortly. All the rails will... Yeah. Where's this? Okay, this is only now filling up. Is that because our stone is not keeping up? Where is our stone? 270,000? Oh. Should be enough. No, it must be train based that I should be sending more trains in. Could I... Maybe I'll bump up the priority on this one. That could help. Let's try it and see if that makes any difference. So you're going to be request a priority 1. I'm basically just doing more than 0, less than 0. That's how I've set it up. These ones, I think I'll also set this to request a priority higher. Yeah. So they will always be keeping up. And no electronics found. Ooh, that's bad. Okay, so things are just slowly running up. But that one is just insane why we're running out of this. No, it's not. It's a temporary measure. It's a temporary thing that we're running out of it. But you know, it's still going to be a problem because it will slow down our electric furnace production. Where are now? There are two of those right here. Okay, this is still good and it's still a nice little buffer, but when this one can't get more in. Yeah, this one for example, it's stuck. I didn't even consider that by consuming all of this. Where are our stone? It's also being requested here, obviously. But the good thing we can say is that, look at this. This is almost done. Okay, this one's also looking exceedingly ugly. A vertical branch is exactly what we have here. Yeah, so that one gets set up. There's like a tiny bit. Okay, it's not actually requesting any stone bricks anymore. So stone bricks should be accumulating. There is still a bit of stone bricks, but they must be inbound. This is inbound. There's still 600. No, this is it's not 600. The fact that it's not 600 means that it's a finite number. Okay, so it's not quite there, but that's, I think I have like a production of 2,500 reinforced iron or reinforced steel all the time. But it might be worth looking at our stone brick production. Now, for the life of me, I can't figure out where I built that. Something tells me that it's like somewhere. That one. It's working, it's good, it's good. 2 inbounds, 1 outbound, looking good. This one, it's not ready for going out yet. And now I'm cautious about these. This one's fine. There's just so many things about this that I don't like. There you go. I just didn't like looking at the red belts anymore. But this one has a full stack. So even now it could take another train in, but there must be a shortage of trains. Otherwise it would get there. That one. And now the iron is not, or the steel is not coming in at regular or fast enough pace. So this thing, I don't really like that, but I want to build it here though. There. So that's a double balancer. It doesn't really do what I want it to do, to be honest, because as long as both of these are being consumed at 90 per second, then no amount of balancing will help get more than 90 per second inbound. So that's kind of irrelevant. We'll still do this. Let's have a look. The key points we're looking for is actually whether these locations are stockpiling or increasing or decreasing. Now it's a minus 13. That means I have 11,000 in here. This one is at... This is actually nice because this means that as soon as this one is done, there will not actually be a request for the next one. How much you got? While this one is requesting a full load, which is now inbound. Okay, great. How much we got here? And on the train, the red one here that's counting down is how much the train still requests. Why are these blinking? Oh, they're just blinking because the traffic is out there. There must be a bug if they are blinking, but nope, they're just blinking because reasons, because everything out here just changes all the time. All right, this is important. At the time the train leaves, I have 2.7. And I'm now a constant production. That's excellent. That's excellent. Maybe it's not able to keep up, but that's some of the things we have to figure out. This one looks good. This one is a constant production. This is 26,000. That means we are now having a positive buffer of purple science. That is lovely. That means eventually when it hits 56,000, it'll actually stop. Woohoo! And this one is 56,000. And you know, maybe I should actually not get this one up beyond 56. I mean, everything else is 56,000, right? If I look at, are you okay? You're okay for 45,000. All right. This one, 57,000, and that's because I have 9,600 times 6 is 57,600. So why not use that measure as well? Okay, hold on. Look what you're doing. Run. How are we doing this? How am I? And these ones are blocked like this. But if I did it like this, then it would be stuck at 60,000. That I like. No, it wouldn't. I have 57,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10,000. And that would be 60,000. Great. Yes. All right, so that's hopefully emptying this. And what do we have here? This is still 1.6. All right, how are we doing on our production? Let's go for production of low density structures. I'm producing 1.7. The consumption of low density is 1.6. So we are at this point over a 10-minute cycle. The consumption is stable. The production dipped. That's probably when I set, I don't know when it was, but it's the, no, it's that one. Okay, that's not stable at all. That's just all over the place. But it can spike up to 2.3. So, yeah, okay, this is not stable at all either, of course. But if I'm looking at 1.7 versus 1.6, if I look at this one, then it's 1.1 versus 1.1. Right, so this one, on the 1 hour cycle, it consumes all the low density structures available, but on a 10-minute cycle, we're actually slightly producing more than on a 1-minute cycle, 1.4 versus 1.4. So right now we're consuming all there is. I'm cautiously optimistic that we are able to sort of make a bit of a stockpile. Now, unfortunately, I wanted this one to increase, but that's not happening. What about down here? That's not a long way. This is okay. I want to see if this one, boom, just like that, reaches -8. That means another train will be dispatched. This one is -10. That means another train would like to be dispatched, but it's not available. And let's have a look at how close it is to be. It is available. All right. So now it's just a matter of iterating through, letting LTN figure out that this one is here. And this is one of the things that I'm kind of like, where? How does it take? Because we know that there are trains available. It's a 1-1 train, so just dispatch the train. But somehow the LTN is dispatching. This one over time will have to be the dispatch capacity. So it may be like, it seems like at maximum 1 every second is getting dispatched, which means that if there is a queue, then they are not really dispatched fast enough. I mean, this one, it really should go. It's now 9,000, and this one is just begging for it. There we go. Finally it got there. And finally that one got there as well. Processing unit found in network 1. I do not quite understand how it works, to be honest. Right, we're gonna follow this train. Who is this train? Max? Oh, that's actually so cool. That is Max. So why is that so cool? Well, because Max is the patron, the captain of industry patron who has been supporting the longest. Hence, it's pretty cool that if you follow one, it's someone who is that's been around for a while, doing such an important job here. Let's just see this coming in. No. 5 cargo entities. Right. But this thing we can safely say is definitely getting better. We have, these are coming in. Yep. This one is stockpiling. How much we actually got now? We're up to 29, and that's while loading the train. Green circuits should also just be fine, right? Yeah, it was up to 53 before, so they're all working really well. It looks like we are somewhat stable. This is now 49,000. And it's still low density structures. That's gonna be the bane of our existence. This one, not a single thing has been put in. Really weird. But that's down here. What about our low density structures? Are they going on? Yeah, that's still not going. -2. That's hopefully not on the... I really don't want the concrete to stop the production science working. As much as I like my concrete, then at this point it's just not very important. You're going to get request priority -1. Yeah, means get it, yes, but don't jeopardize anything else. Where are you? There, of course, the one where they all originate from. Boom. And the other one is right next to me. It's right there. Boom. So these are now -1. And they are coming in. And this one would like to have more. But I'm more worried about how are these doing. That's idle, idle, perfect. That's really good that it's idle. This one is working again. And this one is idle. That's good. All right, I'm really happy about this, and we can see that these are slowly filling out the last bits. It's going to be excellent when we see the trains being, when the robots are going to be completely idle. So we're going to wrap this one up here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying it, as we can see sort of all the pieces coming together, and we're just seeing how it sort of creates a picture. This is basically a Death Star. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, take care and stay effective.